We finally got the origins of Captain Pikachu and the Rising Voltacklers. Let's dive in and take a look. Pokémon Horizons Review. Episode 18. Flying Pikachu, Soaring High. After noticing that Cap can fly in the last episode, Liko, Roy, and Dot have become interested in him and are able to convince Friede to tell them the story of how he and Cap met. Or really, Orla does. As it turns out, the two are childhood friends. Transitioning into a flashback, black bars settle on the top and bottom of the screen, making their origin story feel like its own mini-movie. After quitting his job as a Pokemon researcher, Friede spent his days fishing with Ludlow and Paldea. He'd grown sick of being stuck in a lab all day, feeling that he knows everything there is to know about Pokemon. Then, he gets a call to have lunch with his old school teacher, which turns out to be Liko's mom, Luca. This finally explains her and Liko's connection to the crew. Also, in the background you can actually see Larry, which is a cool little cameo. Luca is worried about Friede quitting his job, and is actually the one who introduces him to Captain Pikachu. Friede initially disregards the Pikachu, thinking he knows everything about them, until Cap creates a cyclone and flies into the air, which piques Friede's interest, and he decides to research it. The two don't get along at first, kinda similar to how Ash and Pikachu started out, but Friede persists with his research, learning everything he can about Cap. If you pay attention throughout this bit, you can see Friede's outfit changing. Typically in animated shows, the characters always wear the same outfit, but this small detail helps show the passage of time as Friede studies Pikachu. By observing Pikachu, Friede was able to learn how he's able to fly. Cap would use Volt Tackle in order to create a vortex, then spring himself into the air using his tail in order to float as high as possible, then flapping its tail to temporarily hover. However, the one thing Friede couldn't figure out is why Cap wanted to fly. So, in order to find out, Friede and Charizard followed Pikachu into the air in an amazing looking sequence, seeing the vast and beautiful horizon in front of them. It seems the name of the series isn't just about Liko seeking out new horizons, but Friede and Captain Pikachu as well. This shows just how much they've thought through this series, and makes me appreciate it 100 times more now. Inspired by Cap's determination, Friede decides to once again pursue his research, with Captain Pikachu as his partner. Together, the two seek out Orla to transform the Asagi into an airship, and form the Rising Voltacklers in order to discover the mysteries of Pokemon. So, this episode's rating is a 10 out of 10. This episode is absolutely beautiful in every way. From the story, to the music, to the animation, this episode is incredible. There are very few Pokemon episodes that are a 10 out of 10 in my opinion, but this episode definitely deserves one. What did you think of this episode? Be sure to let me know. But as always, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more nerdy content.